Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Welcome sa ating 365 daily devotion. At ngayong umaga ay tatalakayin natin ang Acts chapter 5 verse 29. The loyalty to God's commission. So ang sabi dito, but Peter and apostles answered, we must obey God rather than men. So Acts chapter 5 verse 29 highlights the unwavering loyalty of the apostles to God's commands, even in the face of opposition and persecution. So first, our loyalty belongs to God alone. So the apostles recognize the ultimate allegiance belongs to God alone. So they prioritize obedience to God's will above human authority, demonstrating the importance of unwavering loyalty to Him in all circumstances. Second is living out the gospel is a declaration of war. So following Christ and living out the gospel is inherently countercultural and often invites opposition. The apostles understood that their commitment to spreading the message of salvation through Jesus Christ was a declaration of war against the forces of darkness and sin. Third is the Great Commission is not a great suggestion. Jesus' command to go and make disciples of all nations is what said on Matthew chapter 28 verse 19. It's not optional but imperative for every believer. The apostles embraced this commission wholeheartedly, recognizing its urgency and significance in advancing God's kingdom on earth. So to apply these teachings in our lives, first be loyal to God alone. So let's examine our hearts and ensure that our loyalty is exclusively devoted to God. Let's resist the temptation to prioritize human approval or worldly pursuits over obedience to His commands. Second is embrace inconvenience. Following Christ often requires sacrifice and inconvenience. Let's be willing to step out of our comfort zones, endure hardships, and embrace the challenges that come with living out the gospel in a fallen world. Third is obey the Great Commission now. Each of us has a role to play in fulfilling the Great Commission. Let's seize every opportunity to share the gospel, make disciples, and fulfill the mission that Jesus entrusted to His followers. So our discussion is, in light of these teachings, what specific actions can you take today to advance the Great Commission? So let's brainstorm some practical ways we can share the gospel, disciple others, and make an impact for Christ in our communities, workplace, and beyond. So together, let's commit to obediently fulfilling God's call to make disciples of all nations and spread the message of salvation to the ends of the earth. So here are some practical actions we can take today to advance the Great Commission. First is prayer. Begin by praying for opportunities to share the gospel and for God to open doors for effective ministry. Pray for boldness, wisdom, and sensitivity to the leading of the Holy Spirit in our interactions with others. Second is personal evangelism. Look for opportunities to engage in conversations about faith with friends, family members, colleagues, or acquaintances. Share our own testimonies, explain the gospel message, and invite others to experience the life-transforming power of Jesus Christ. Third is support missions. Consider supporting missionaries and mission organizations financially or through prayer. Partner with ministries that are actively engaged in reaching unreached people, groups, and spreading the gospel in areas where it has not yet been heard. Fourth is serve in local church ministries. So get involved in outreach programs, evangelistic events, or discipleship initiatives within our local church community. Volunteer to participate in evangelism, training courses, or join a small group focused on sharing the gospel with others. 5 is utilize technology. Take advantage of digital platforms and social media channels to share Bible verses, Christian resources, and testimonies of God's faithfulness. Engage with online communities, forums, or discussion groups where spiritual conversations are taking place. 6 is lifestyle witness. live out our faith authentically in our daily lives, demonstrating the love, grace, and truth of Christ through our words and actions. Let our lives be a reflection of the gospel message, drawing others to Jesus through the way we love and serve others. Seventh is invite others to church. Extend invitations to friends, neighbors, or co-workers to attend church services or special events where can they hear the gospel preached and experience the presence of God in corporate worship setting. So by taking these practical steps, we can actively participate in advancing the Great Commission and fulfilling God's mandate to make disciples of all nations. So let's commit to being faithful stewards of the gospel message and obediently following Christ's command to share His love with the world around us.